Good evening, everybody. First, I would like to emphasize today and present green desert and better environment. So, in general, we would like to highlight about the desert ecosystems. As you are aware about the state of Kuwait has a semi-arid desert economics characterized by not summer temperatures and milder winter. So we have rare raining season, but in the winter we have sometimes there is a rain season. The deserts are unique but fragile economics of diverse species of the flora and fauna. And unfortunately, these economics are facing severe degradation due to the several natural and man-made factors. The restoration of desert economics, what does it mean? To recreate, initiate, and accelerate the recovery of the ecosystem has been distributed, damaged, or degraded due to the human or nature factors. So now, what is the desert greening? If we could to understand how it is possible to green the desert, yes, as we can highlight it and name it, the process of plantation of revegetation of the desert for ecological restoration, mean biodiversity, sustainable farming and forestry, reclamations of the natural water and other ecological systems that support life in the deserts. The importance of the restoration of economics. First, we have to make sure that there is a multi resources of water, climate change, biodiversity conservation, desertifications, protections against sand and dust storms, natural rainfall creations, and sustainability of the agriculture. So please be attention. We would like to let you travel with us to the global region of the area and how they have a very good approach of the green deserts. See the area without anything like that and how we can create and transforming these deserts into a forest. So first we'll start with China. China, very huge areas, and see the maps showing you before and after to see, and they have a very nice color of the soil, like a gold soil. So see before and after how the greenery coming within these areas. And we'd like to go to our region, UAE, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. Saudi Arabia, they have King Salman bin Abdulaziz Natural Reserve. Imagine the largest natural reserve, 130,000 kilometers square. And Dubai, they have a conservation reserve, DDCR. It is the first national park spread over an area of 225 kilometers square. And we have Qatar. Qatar, they have a Reem Reserve, Al Hamad Reserve. So they taking care of even the oases and reserve these areas and how they build a repetition about their countries related to the environment. Now Kuwait, they taking care as well for the environment. We have multi-resources and reserves in our country. Sabah al-Ahmed, it is very huge area established since 1987, around the area 331 kilometers square. Al-Jahra Reserve, Kisr Protected Area, Sulaybiya, and we have Wafra and Abdali. So could you see, this is how it's coming the green desert for the Sabah al-Ahmed reserve outside and protected area, how it has become a green area. So this is the Sabah al-Ahmed Natural Reserve. So see the area and how there is a flowers there. We did some initiative during last years. Al Jahra Natural Reserve, a globally recognized environment protect, and there is a tourist attractions in Kuwait. As you see the from the UK, the president there, they came even and put a very good initiative to plant the one of the in the one of the areas. Also, I will show you now a video about the Kuwait Oasis within KOC, and we will start each one individual after this video. Hope you enjoy the video.
Ma'am, you didn't share the audio, it seems.
Excellent. Hope you enjoy our video. Now I would like to highlight after we go to global, then GCC, then Kuwait, and reach down to KOC. KOC, they take a very significant role to take care of the environment and to make sure that they have initiative related to the desert. So they try to green the desert. If you could to see the Kuwait Oasis, and the spread of the desert in South Kuwait. And if you could to see the KOC, they taking care of the palms. So they revegetate around million palms projects. And we have other project, Al Aish Oasis. And then we have Al Abduliyah Natural Reserve. Then Ahmadi Natural Reserve. And we have a very important garden. I don't know if you are aware about it, Japanese garden. The Japanese garden in Al Ahmadi, and I don't know if anybody have chance to go there, called officially Good Soil Garden, is a public garden. It is owned and managed by the Kuwait Oil Company. This project is established by company in a cooperation with whom? With Kisar, along with the Japanese Petroleum Energy Center. This project, it is used remediation soil. And if you could to see, this is the remediated soil and how they taking care of the soil and plant these native plant. But I would like to tell you, these plants, most of them from Japan, not from Kuwait. So if you have a chance to go in this garden and you have look, even this the curb there, the blocks, the design, it is a style Japanese houses. More of that, we would like to add KOC seed projects. We have initiative after we remediated our soil from previous project related to the gauge bit, the sludge bit, and effluent bits. They have a very huge hydrocarbons. So after we remediated, we used bioremediation, soil washing, thermal desorption technologies. We reached to the level of the TPH around 0.5. So after that, we transfer the remediated contamination and we planted. And you could to see these photos show you the plants there. So this is a part of the ecological of the taking care of the fauna and the flora. This is a part of the even we did with our consultant initiative in 23-24 Sidra plantation. So we have an event and so many people participated. You could to see here photos for kids, for the different type of employees to taking care, and they would like to be volunteers to encourage people for the planting and revegetation. This slide very important because if you want to plant in Kuwait, we are recommend to have a specific plant related to the native plants. If you could to see now, these different type of plants, grass, shrubs. Why? Because this is a very good example to planting in your garden, in your area, or in your oasis, or any future planning for the new oasis, or you are trying to revegetate South Kuwait, North Kuwait. There is a native plant list which approved from KIPA, KISAR, and United Nations as well. This is not all of them native plant, but it's very useful to use it of our desert. Not last but not least, there's a trees, and we have a national tree of Kuwait called Aksaya, and there is a Ziziphus. It is the native trees of Kuwait. I will let you show you the video of seed and how we planting the area with remediation soil. Thank you very much. And we would like to continue our presentation. We like to highlight about the materials. What you need to enhance the agricultures, when you are planting, we have to make sure you are using a soil mix preparation. So there is some ingredient to mixing with the soil, be it moss, composites, urea, and NPK. And if you could to see the photo here, there is a percentage of each material, like 20-20-20. So make sure you utilize a good like a material mixed with the soil to enhance the planting and revegetation. Plant specification. Make sure the shrubs and grass can be from 6 to 9 months old, but the trees should be minimum 1 year old. So you have to make sure that to be well branched and well formed, they need to be healthy, because we don't want to have any a negative impact on these plants. I would like to share a very good initiative done by me and my staff about the guideline for selection of native plant species. For example, you have a garden in your home, or you have a farm, or you have any place you would like to try and start to revegetate and plant. And this is a very useful document which was distributed to the soil, our teams, and with our directorate, with the rodent support teams as well, to let them share it with all teams who would like to taking care of the landscape gardening and restoration project. So this is a very very good guidelines, and appreciate if anybody would like to have a copy. I will give him a copy just for the info or awareness. Will be very good to have it in your with you. To plant well, how you design. There is a design, like we are designing home, we are designing furniture. Here we have to be careful when you design the planting. So there is a row by row, and there is a plant by plant, and there is a distance for shrubs and grass. So if you could to see here in the drawing, row by row, 1.5 to 2 meter. Between a plant and a plant shall be distance 1.5 to 2 meter. However, the distance between the trees shall be minimum 10 meter to have a very good biodiversity. So this is a field planting methods to be easy understand the process. First, digging, and there is a special diameter. Then preparing the plants, planting, backfilling, stacking, and watering. And this is the method of planting in the field. The irrigation. The best irrigation is the drip irrigation system. Will be useful if we have a sewage water, will be good for the sustainability as well. So if you could to see in the photo, this type of irrigation. Now I would like, because we are taking care of our deserts, and as you know, we are working with a program called CURB, Kuwait Environmental Remediation Program, and we have massive areas to be remediated. So we have conducted a workshop with all our contractors to make sure that they do the office site green. So I told them to go green with your site office. So I will give you an example of zones in North Kuwait and zones in South Kuwait, just an example. So there's their layout of the offices, and they will plant 3 areas: plantation area 1, 2, 3, and they will plant around 834. So we are planning to have a sustainability after they leave the sites. We have a green area for future. So we trying to have a green desert. this is zone 2. To see, this is, they decided, the contractor, to do only one line at next to their contractor office. Some zones in the skitter 2, see, if you could to see, this is the plantation, they have 2 areas and they will have only 110. So this will be an initiative for them to take care of the environment, and we will have a site visit, then our manager will appreciate who taking care of this action and do it in their site offices. So hope you like my presentation, and hope the information being fruitful, and it is help you, inshallah, if you are planning to have any plantation goals or any plantation project. It will help you to understand more. Thank you so much. So if you have any questions or anything, I'm in.
Thank you very much, ma'am. This very good presentation with detailed information.
You have given insights into KOC remediation project, which we doesn't know actually, even though we were working more than 10 years inside KOC, but many things we learned from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Now, before going to the next step, I would like to put the 1 minute. Now, question and answer and feedback will be there. If you have any questions, you have put in the chat. You can put in the chat box, or you can raise your hand so that we'll unmute you. Or if you don't have anything, you can put in the chat box also, so that we'll get back to you later. Now I'm going to put the link in the chat box so that you can click that one and answer that quiz question. Yeah, we have only 4 quiz questions in that, which will be very simple. Okay, just go to that, and it follows feedback also, which is very much required. Okay, so I am just posting that quiz question. Yeah, it's done. We will be giving 3 minutes for the quiz. Who all are participating in the quiz? Hello.